Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of My Thoughts, where I give my thoughts on the latest Disney Cars news. And I am very, very excited about the news that's just come out today. Today, Disney has announced a new Cars series will be airing on Disney Plus and Disney Junior starting in 2027 called Cars Lightning Racers. Now, I'm on vacation currently. I basically rushed back to my hotel room to get this news out, and I'm about to go to a comic convention in about an hour, so this is going to be a pretty short video just going over what we know about this show so far. But let me just say, uh, I think another Cars series was inevitable. I've been waiting for them to announce a new one ever since we basically realized Cars on the Road would not be renewed for season 2, and I think this show is in good hands, guys. I will read you all what we have on it so far, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds like we got some good stuff going on. This article is from Collider. It's been reported on all over the place. It was announced by Disney earlier today. So we're just going to go through. Let me just ignore some of the fluff here. Okay, here we go. Lightning McQueen is back. Ka-chow. Disney and Pixar are revving up a brand new series in the Cars franchise, Cars Lightning Racers, which is set to debut in 2027 on Disney Junior before changing tires and revving on over to Disney Plus. Like many shows that air on Disney Channel currently, it's a joint venture between Disney Channel and Disney Plus. So we'll probably get, if you've been following other Disney Channel shows, like I've been watching the Phineas and Ferb revival, and they'll drop a few episodes on Disney Channel and a few on Disney Plus at the same time, probably something like that. Produced by Disney Television Animation in association with Pixar, the new show will bring back a whole host of our most beloved characters, introduce some exciting new racers, and keep the high-octane heart of Radiator Springs alive for a new generation. The series will follow Lightning McQueen as he takes on fresh challenges and races around Radiator Springs alongside his old pal Mater. I want to start off by mentioning the fact that I really appreciate this first sentence immediately saying around Radiator Springs. One of the biggest issues I have with most Cars media after the first movie is the lack of focus on Radiator Springs. Like in Cars on the Road and Cars 3 and Cars 2, they ditch Radiator Springs immediately, and it seems like this show is gonna keep Radiator Springs as a home base. And on the cast list here, skipping ahead, you can see Luigi and Ramon are back, so that is very, very good to hear. I think that's great. I'm very happy with that. And two new characters, thrill-seeking drag car Pipes and a mud-loving monster truck named Miles. Obviously, with any Cars project, you're going to get new characters in there. We've had monster trucks before. Something I find kind of weird is the last Cars show we had, Cars on the Road, featured a monster truck as a significant character, as Ivy. I think I wasn't the biggest fan of Ivy, but I think I would kind of prefer her coming back. Maybe Quinta Brunson is too busy being in very funny TV shows and doesn't want to come back to Cars. But we also have a new drag car named Pipes, which is probably going to be pretty cool. I'm picturing almost like those drag racers that you see in Cars, the video game. Having a drag race character as a significant player in a Cars series is something we've never seen before, so that's pretty fun. The show promises the same playful energy and friendship-first storytelling that's made the franchise a hit with kids and parents alike, and us, random people that grew up on the movie and are still talking about it. Owen Wilson is officially back, which is genuinely shocking to me. He must have some crazy new Lightning McQueen contract, because for a very long time, Owen Wilson was rarely coming back. Like he's busy with other stuff. It's not like Larry the Cable Guy who comes and does every single Cars thing. Getting Owen Wilson back for Cars on the Road was a pretty big pull. So to see him come back for this show, also, I'm very happy to hear, because like this isn't. I don't think this is like a Disney Plus original. They said it's being aired on the Disney Channel and then moving over to Disney Plus. So, like, I don't know what the budget is. So for them to get Owen Wilson, I'm very impressed with. And Larry the Cable Guy as well. Also returning as the ever-loyal Mater. Familiar faces are also hitting the track again. Very excited what we have here. Tony Shalhoub as Luigi and Cheech Marin as Ramon. Two of the most frequently appearing Cars characters. Great to have them back. And then the next two are much more unexpected, but very exciting. Bob Peterson as Chick Hicks. It is not every day we see Chick Hicks in new Cars media. He's one of my favorite Cars characters. I think he's one of everyone's favorite Cars characters. To have him back in the show is going to be super fun. I could see him just coming to Radiator Springs and messing stuff around, something we've seen in the comics and the video games, but never, on screen in a movie or TV show. Maybe we have him with Chick Hicks, and he's just roasting everyone on his show. I'm most excited, though, to hear that John Ratzenberger is back as Mac. I was a little concerned about that for a moment. John Ratzenberger has basically retired from his classic cameo in every Pixar movie role. He hasn't done that since like 2020, and Mac had a silent, non-speaking cameo in Cars on the Road, and it made me genuinely concerned that he just wasn't working with Pixar anymore. So I'm honestly, I'm kind of relieved that John Ratzenberger is back, and that Mac is in the series. It'll be fun to see how Mac looks. They're joined by exciting new voices, including Leah Lewis, Elemental, as Pipes. I'm not sure who that is, but sounds good. And Yuri Lowenthal, I love how it says in parentheses, he's Spider-Man as Miles. Yuri Lowenthal is a voice actor who's done an absolute ton. You'll probably recognize him as the voice of Spider-Man, like they said, in the Spider-Man video games and Marvel Rivals. He's a very versatile voice actor, who's done a lot of great work over the years. He's a very big name in the animation industry and the voiceover industry, and he's a really great pull, I think, for a Cars series to pick up. I could see him doing a great voice for this character. Emmy winner Cheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary. So they pulled someone else from Abbott Elementary will voice a brand new character named Miss Blinker. That sounds adorable. The show is executive produced by Travis Braun and Frank Montagna, with Deanna Starfield serving as story editor and Nathan Chu on board as supervising director. So after this, I'm sorry, this is all this is all just like kind of fluff writing from Collider for the rest. So yeah, while plot details remain under the hood, the combination of returning talent and new addition hint at a series geared towards both nostalgic fans, that's me, and young newcomers. With a blend of drag racing, monster truck mayhem, and all the charm of Radiator Springs, Cars Lightning Racers is shaping up to be one of Disney Junior's biggest animated bets in years. I want to start off by saying, I'm surprised this took so long to happen. I know we just had Cars on the Road, but Cars is such a popular franchise with kids that I'm shocked they haven't gone for, like, hey, let's do a Cars show for Disney Junior. I'm genuinely shocked. I know the Cars Tunes and Cars on the Road have both aired on Disney Junior, but for them to just fully go, no, we want a Disney Channel Cars show. I'm surprised it took them this long, but everything I'm hearing here sounds very promising. Cars show primarily focused in Radiator Springs. You got some new characters, you got some great voice talent on there, and you have several returning characters. Announcing from the jump the inclusion of Mac and Chick Hicks makes me very comfortable with this series. Like, this tells me, okay, they know what they're doing. Bob Peterson, again, was the voice of Chick Hicks, starting with Cars 3, because obviously you're not always going to get Michael Keaton back. It's honestly kind of a feat they got Owen Wilson back. To expect them to get back Michael Keaton, of all people, like, that's not going to happen. He's too busy filming Morbius 2. No, but really, all jokes aside, like, this sounds good to me. I'm sure I'll hear some people concerned that it's a Disney Junior show. I don't think that's anything to be concerned about. First off, Cars is a franchise primarily aimed at young kids, obviously. I'm sure I'll hear people going, oh, I don't want it to be dumbed down or stuff like that. I don't think it will be. Again, Cars on the Road aired on Disney Junior, so of the Cars Tunes. It's definitely going to have, they even said it in the article, that same tone we're used to from Cars Project. So I'm really not concerned about that. Just because it's media made for young kids doesn't mean it's treating young kids like idiots, obviously. That's something we've seen, obviously, time and time again with children's media. This show is going to be in good hands, I think, for sure. Other than that, I do want to address a few other things. Up first, airing in 2027. That's good to hear. I wish they could get it ready for 2026 for the series' 20th anniversary, or at the very least announce it next year at the 20th anniversary, but oh well, that didn't happen. I'm happy to see that it's being done by Disney TVA and also Pixar. I'm happy to hear that it's a Pixar collaboration. Pixar will presumably be animating. Of course, Disney TVA has handled the Cars series before. If you're concerned about the animation quality, I don't think you should be. We're probably in for something very similar to Cars on the Road, or the Cars Tunes with just your typical Cars art style. Not movie quality, but definitely, I mean, at this point, TV animation is getting so insanely good. I'm starting to barely tell the difference. So yeah. Last thing I want to talk about is what this means for merchandise. Obviously, with any new Cars project, you're bound to get an absolute ton of merchandise, diecasts, other stuff. And for the last few years, the Cars diecast line has been in kind of a weird place, as it really heavily focused on Cars on the Road for a few years after that came out. And we haven't been getting many releases from the movies lately, and that's been starting to upset fans, and people are really hoping that we'll get more. Now with this show coming out in 2027, I'm happy to see that the diecast line is going to be thriving for years to come, especially if this series gets multiple seasons. And if you look across Disney Channel animation, and Disney Junior shows. These things tend to run for a pretty long time, man. They tend to go on for quite a while, especially if they're successful. And come on, Cars show, how could you not be successful? Unless your car's on the road, I guess. I think this means the diecast line is in good hands with new content for years to come. A lot of people have been upset with the amount of expanded universe cars lately. Well, now we'll have some new cars based on screen-based material, and hopefully a lot of new Radiator Springs things and main character variants with how this show seems to be going. I am concerned about the future of movie releases in the Cars diecast line. I hope this show doesn't fully take it over in the way Cars on the Road did forever, you know. I'm sure we'll continue to get new movie releases. I'm sure that'll be ironed out eventually. But obviously expect Cars merchandise to focus on the show for a good little while after it comes out. But yeah, there we have it, guys. Cars Lightning Racers, looking pretty good. I'm interested to see how this turns out, and I'm going to continue to cover it as it develops. I just hope they don't keep announcing stuff for the show while I'm on vacation. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this upcoming series in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.